We talked a couple of days ago. You gave us some insane, great information as usual,
Hmm.
So we usually get great content, anyways, but you had talked about this blue elixir, okay? And we had used the name of the disease wrong. We had said something like Kuhn or whatever. It's really like Cori or core disease. I don't know how to say it, but basically it's when you consume human flesh, there is literally no known antidote or cure for that disease. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah.
is correct. There's no cure whatsoever unless I do it for you or heal you or remove
Right.
for you. And since those of you guys that been purposely drinking and eating children and adrenochrome and all that, there's no cure for it.
Right.
Just like there's no cure for foot in your mouth disease.
So even if they did take your blue elixir, if they're a bad guy doing this on purpose, it's not going to work for them.
Yeah, and that's the result of doing the years of damage.
Right. All right. So that's not currently on your website or ready for purchase at this moment, is it?
Not yet. We
Okay.
do have it. You actually took some earlier.
Yeah.
I here we've been using it. We've been testing it and all that stuff, and it's fantastic. It tastes like coconut oil because there's
Ah,
coconut oil in it.
okay.
But it's once I put out the link, you guys will be able to read everything about it and
Okay.
what it addressed.
All right. So basically, you just take 3 or 4 drops. You don't need a dropper full, like once a day.
Right.
All right. And it does other things besides this particular disease. You said it will make your thought process, your brain function more clearly, all sorts of things like that. All right.
Yeah, it's literally like turning you into the movie Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Where you start to activate more and more cells in the brains, and that's what helps you not only activate the cells in the brains, but reclog the brains from certain things like the kuru.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it, kuru.
Guru. Yeah. Okay.
So it does things like open up the your telepathic communications, re-energize your body. It's also helps you your body battle fat on the cellular level. So there's a lot to do with this elixir. It's not just for kuru or whatever it is.
Right.
Um, Anti-aging abilities, in fact, abilities enhancement,
Yeah.
weight loss, and reverse aging. So it's got
Yeah.
all that in one, which is why it's called an elixir. There's a video that I'm going to post, and everybody should rewatch it. I'm sure many of you have, which is called "Change on the Horizon" by my
James.
buddy, yeah, by James Rank. So
Yeah.
the reason why I want to share it is because some of the stuff that was told in that video is literally happening right now, including the part where Saint Germain made an elixir. So we have it. It's that's what I'm getting ready to put out. I can put it out now if I want to, but I'm not done with the labels and stuff like that. So I want to make it look real nice before we do.
Right. A few more days will be fine, and we all want it. I mean, who wouldn't want that,
We
right?
got we got emails and text messages for days, and
Yeah, me too.
everybody wants it. So
Yeah.
I don't blame you. You guys, this is not only is the energy and the frequencies that I provided for free changing your lives and bringing you higher in consciousness, and your whole vibe is different. But now we have certain elixirs and certain other things that will maintain us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I once asked somebody the other day, "Do you know anybody that died of old age?" And she says, "Yeah." And I says, "No, you haven't. It's impossible." And she's like, "Well, to come to think of it, it was cancer and this and that and aging and blah 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 blah." Okay, but there's no one that died of old age because
Yeah.
there's no such thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still reeling about that video you shared when we talked about how people die in their sleep. Because, like most of us, all of our lives, we're like, oh, I hope I die painlessly in our sleep or my sleep, right? And then you see basically a demon coming, crawling on the person, sucking their life force out. And that's how they die. And we don't want that, right? Ever. Well, we don't want to die anyway, but I'm just saying, horrible.
And the crazy part is now you're seeing evidence of that,
Yeah.
where there's so many videos of dark entities. The one video I just posted, which is like the second, third time I posted it, but however, there were dark entities trying to pull the man back into the water,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And then you got dark entities in front of people's ring cameras. You got dark entities pulling children under the bed. Like those are real fucking entities. Those are real thing. So those same type of entities will and have been taking people out during their
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah.
Where you say, oh, he died of natural death. No, there's no natural death. It's bullshit. They were murdered by some entity who you don't even know exists and won't even believe it because you won't listen to people like me. So that being said, now we have so many different defense mechanisms in place right now. You got the positive frequencies, you got the pendants, you got elixirs, you got Jedi training, you got so many ways to keep your vibration so high where
Right.
none of these things can even come around you because that bubble of energy they cannot penetrate. You remember when I told you guys that they're literally like piranhas around you, and as soon as you lower your vibration, they coming in on you like they
Yeah.
come in on that piece of chicken that you throw in the fish tank.
Yeah.
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 So that's literally what it is. If you have an energy field, it's a beautiful, perfect energy field that protects you from everything. And then something happens where you're now pissed off or you lower your vibration because so and so didn't do what you wanted them to do, or things are not going the way you want them to go. Your field becomes shattered or um, cracked, if you would. And they'll take that little tiny crack and just have at it until your whole fucking day is gone because you just wasted it bitching about all this and all that. Then it just continues because you don't seem to lift yourself out of that funk.
Right.
That's why I say let go, let that.
Yeah.
Use the method, use the products, use everything that you know to do to keep your mind elevated. Always think positive. Something happened. Okay, all right. Well, we know that was nothing but an attack. So let me brush it off and keep it moving. I got shit to do. I don't got time for it. And that's another thing that keeps me somewhat out of those low dimensionals, those low vibes, because I really don't care for somebody having a bad day because something didn't go their way. I'll just be like, you know what? I got shit to do. Let's go ahead and clear that person up and then let's move forward. So people do not die naturally. And in fact, when you talk like that, you caused it. I can't wait to die in my sleep. Really? Why? People don't understand that your words are manifesting your reality. Watch what you say and watch what you ask for, because when you ask me for things and we grant it, you're going to get it.
Right. Right. And I know there's so much out there that we can't even imagine now. We don't even think to ask about it or whatever. But as time goes on, we can see how it's expanding and expanding and expanding.
That's right.
Yeah. So back to the blue elixir. Will kids be able to take it as well?
Yes, ma'am. There's no age limit. No, none of that.
Okay. Okay. So other products that you may have coming out in the near future?
Oh yeah, we got bamboo diapers we're working on. We got
Ooh.
bamboo toilet paper. We got bamboo swimming trunks. there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I literally had to put a pause on it because of the things that are more important right now,
Right.
which is the Help Someone Today campaign and making sure the wealth transfer is fully completed so that we get
Right.
rid of these cabal members that continue to enslave people. I mean, everything I told you guys about is being brought to the front line. I told you guys about the AI robots. I told you guys about the clones. I told you guys about the CGI, and now it's fucking evident everywhere. The mask wearing, all that stuff, all of it. There's no way around Daddy, me, and what we're going to do, what we're doing. And the more and more they let these cabal members continue to do what they do with the good guys, so-called good guys, not interfering, the more I get to do what I want to do. So I don't know if y'all saw it, but I asked Daddy if we're ready for live evaporations to take place, public evaporations. He said, yeah.
Yeah. He said in green, right?
He said, yeah, and then B had responded saying that Daddy said that, but then I reinforced it, and in green, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
So that just goes to show you that no matter what they think they're going to do, they're not going to be able to do it, and they're enforcing, or should I say, well, yeah, they're reinforcing and forcing our hand to uncloak worldwide and show the people who we really are, and then have them sit on the sidelines like good little boys and girls because y'all couldn't get the shit done.
So last video, you told us that you had gone back in time 5 or 6 years, changed something to ensure that the wealth transfer would happen. And then you, like we talked about, you had blown up 3 planets, and you've done a lot of things that we don't even know about to help us. We're going to learn about that in some fashion.
Absolutely. You're already learning about it. This is part of full disclosure.
Okay.
If you haven't noticed, not you, but in general, if you haven't noticed, I stand for truth, honesty, healing, teaching, full disclosure, and the wealth transfer. All in one, right? Smorgasbord of all this shit. And when we had to go back in time, it was because certain military personnel didn't release the RV when they were supposed to. So once we found out that they didn't do what they were supposed to that day, we reversed time, signed the paperwork, and moved to put it back on track.
Oh, awesome.
There's people already talking about shit that's going on that they can't explain. Like Corey Good when he talks about the altered dimensionals, that these guys are so good they can change things without people really knowing what the fuck was changed. That's what we do. That's what we do. And I don't give a shit if y'all, the audience, or anybody believes it or not. I'm doing this shit in real live time. And it's only going to get more and more evident that it's all true. All of it. The whole craziness of all this shit is true.
Awesome. It's awesome.
And yeah, when people want to interfere with what Dad wants down here, people, places, and things, including planets, disappear.
Interesting.
Since Dad created them all, and they're all nothing but energy, to him it's nothing. He gave you chances. Now he's calling you back home. And I'm the one that happens to be the one to send you there. Evidence of it all is coming out everywhere. Now you're talking about space. Now you're talking about somebody beaming out of a house after the whatchamacallit, after the Marines going in for him, right? You get beamed out of a house. Didn't I tell y'all that the reason why we didn't go after Hillary Clinton a while back is because she had upper help that was helping her, and if we would have went after her, they would have just beamed her out of the fucking jails. Didn't I tell y'all that?
You did.
Okay, well now there's evidence of it, and it's going to just get more and more. stop them, stop them, stop them, stop them.
Well, that's exactly what they've been trying to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
can't. They can't.
Yeah.
There's no way around me. None. None whatsoever.
Yeah. And we're going to see evidence of all these people that have faked their deaths or whatever. They're going to be coming back. Yeah. And you had shown us, go ahead, go ahead.
I was about to say, you're already seeing it. People, you just don't believe it.
Yeah, we just saw one from, you said Robin Williams. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you had shown us years ago the Kobe Bryant helicopter accident where I think it was his daughter falling from the sky, and you can see in the video something sweeps in and grabs her and disappears pretty much.
It wasn't something, it was me.
I know. And what I'm saying is the video was there. I saw it, and so many of us did see it.
Right.
But I think the video was taken off the internet.
It definitely was, just like everything else. They
Yeah.
take it off the internet. However, what Dad is doing is he's releasing it now. So once Dad releases the videos, and again, timing is everything. So you notice every time I talk about certain things, there it is.
Yeah.
So that being said, all of the hidden footages and all of the stuff that they scrub from the internet automatically is back. So yeah, that video was the Kobe Bryant helicopter coming down like that.
Yeah.
And then the little girl falls out of it, and then we're literally on a spacecraft right next to it, and I'll teleport out, grab her in midair, and bring her back into the ship with her dad. That's where they're at. That's where they'll stay until I'm done.
Interesting. So interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, you know what's? Well, go ahead. My bad.
No. Go ahead. You go ahead.
So remember how the U.S. debt clock was showing the treasures, and I posted that Dad was showing me and B these treasures. Yesterday, we're going into these tunnels, and there's a big ass fucking eagle, and he's alive, and he's sitting there watching and waiting for us to come. However, Dad wanted us to see it because this eagle is sitting there, and there's trillions and trillions and trillions and billions of gold artifacts and all that, and the eagle was put in place to protect it all. So if the wrong person went in there, the eagle will literally do all types of shit to him. And then there's that same eagle is also in different other locations. So no one is getting specific wealth until I get there, period.
Is the eagle physical or is it etheric?
It's a real fucking ancient eagle.
Wow. And it's like as tall as you.
It's a little bit bigger.
Wow.
And he's got like lasers coming out of his claws and his his kind of like from right here. Like it's wild shit.
So basically the eagle's job is to protect the treasure until it's time.
Until I get there, yes.
Wow.
And he literally told me that we're waiting for you. So I said, okay. We're all telepathic. I mean, I just recognize it better than everybody else.
How cool is that? You know, before you made that post, I was thinking about little treasure chests that day. But in the old days, I don't know if they still do this. They give you a treasure chest for when your baby teeth would fall out and you keep the teeth.
Right.
Right. And I was thinking about that for some bizarre reason. Then you put that post out and I was trying to figure out like what the connection was. Like I didn't understand it fully, but how interesting is that?
It's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. There's also dragons and stuff down in certain locations too. And there's evidence of these dragons. There's also the one that's in a specific cave. He can come in and out of dimension, and there's a video of that one. Once I find it, I'll show you. But you can see in the doorway, he goes like this.
Whoa.
There's a lot of cool videos out there that have been scrubbed from the internet because of where everything where we're headed. You have to understand that there's been a cabal in place that their job was literally to keep you fucking dumb, stupid, broke, and going to work for their businesses. Taxation is a business. The city is a business. All of it is a business, and they're the ones that ran it all. So they've been profiting off of you for thousands of years this type of way.
Right.
So they don't care if you know anything. They would rather you not. They would rather you go to work all day and make sure that they can live the life that that they created for themselves using us, because they're so fucking stupid and dumb themselves. They can't even manifest the way we can. Now we're all waking up and using our manifestation abilities to usher in the golden age. And there's no way around it, like I keep saying.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's only getting more and more and more exciting.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I'm just trying to like think about that tunnel with the eagle in it. That's very interesting. And the debt, how did the debt clock know to put some of these graphics out there?
Well, the debt clock is in line with what's going on. And they had, I don't know if you guys all remember, but when I had posted them a couple months back when it was all wiped out, remember that?
Yeah.
It was all blank. Daddy told me to go there, and then when I went there, it was all blank. And then I posted, and then it was like that for the entire day. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so since then, Dad made us. Dad had us working on the people that are in control of that thing, and then he also gave them the options to do the right thing or not. And you see what they chose to do.
Yes. Wow.
So they're doing exactly what Dad wants them to do, and it's a way to stimulate everybody so that everybody realizes these things are taking place. Despite
Interesting.
despite all the different the different Trumps out there, the different groups out there, this shit is going down Daddy's way, and I'm here to make sure of it. I'm the guarantee of it all, right? And then look at my disguise. I'm a fucking galactic superhero dressed like this.
Well, it's for sure Daddy has a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I was just complaining about how he had me in the basement for 2 years.
Yeah.
With mouses and roaches and all this shit, and I had thousands of dollars in my account. I had 100 grand plus, and he made me sit in the fucking basement for all that time. That was so wrong.
Yes.
But then he says you can go back. No, I'm good.
Now, that staying in the basement, there was a purpose there, though.
Yeah, it was a transfer station, and there was a portal there too that I wasn't fully aware of. He told me all of these different things will come into perspective or realization for myself, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's kind of like those dreams that we all have, where you know it feels real, and you're in the dream, and then you wake up, and it just goes away. You don't remember.
Yeah.
Right. So I found out even that is not dreams. It's actually us leaving our bodies and going into different realities. Yeah. So all of this shit that I learned, I got it straight from Daddy. Straight from Daddy. Anything that I do and say, I got it straight from Daddy. You see the audio, Miss Esther called me and she left a message on my phone. She's always giving me messages from Dad, and she's always spot on with it. And I talked to her for a couple of hours here and there, and she blows my mind and I blow her mind. Well, you can't really blow my mind. You know what I mean? I just have fun with her. And she left that message yesterday. So I was like, this is perfect. Let me screen record it so everybody can hear it. And that's what it is. I'm 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 the boss of all this shit. And it's I don't care who believes me or not. I'm going to do what daddy wants me to do, right? And I wouldn't call myself a king if dad wouldn't say so, because I'm not that type of person. I would have not had the Company of Heaven company official LLC if dad didn't say I could have it. I literally do what dad tells me to do. I say what dad tells me to say, just like she said in that audio. So, when I get messages from people like that have that connection to dad, and they're elderly in this body right now anyway, that means a lot to me. And because of stuff like that, I continue to work hard and make sure we all get what we want. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
We all deserve to be happy and have children and take care of them and nurture them and build whatever we want to build. And we should be able to have it forever, because dad created all of this. As long as we work for dad, work with dad, and do what dad wants us, we will have all of this. The cabal has successfully showed people how we don't want to be. Some of us want riches and fame and fortune and all that shit, but we're not willing to do what they've been doing. And then not only that, once they don't do what, once you don't do the person that did that, whatever you had to do to get the wealth, once you do something that they don't approve of, next thing you know, you're going under the bus, and then they're going to pick another fucking sucker to take your position, which is what you're seeing right now with the whole Diddy case.
Yeah.
However, that's not even happening because we're rounding them all up. Space, time, dimension, whatever you want to call it. The entities behind it all, the reptilian fuckers and all that, it's over. It's over. The earth dwellers have to understand that there's been a secret cabal behind the scenes that you can't see because they're multidimensional, just like me, just like some of you. And they've been doing this for thousands of years, coming in and out of dimension, creating all these different pockets of groups, right? Controlling your asses, keeping you away from the real creator, dad, God, whatever you call him. And their time is up. That's what you have to understand. This is why you're seeing all of the cool things happening back to back to back to back, because those hidden, what do you call them, overlords, if you would, those hidden reptilian overlords that you didn't know exist, are now being wiped out. And they're being wiped out in a way where you get to find out they exist and then don't got to deal with them because we did. Does that make sense?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. So you're basically, even though what we're seeing in the media is starting to come out in little drips and dribs, come on, you guys are taking care of it behind the scenes.
It's already done. That's the reason why it's happening.
Check.
Check.
All right. So exciting. So exciting.
Very exciting. In fact, we got a call. We got a call that told me there's other caves that they want to give me direct access to. And it's because everybody's finding out that I can do what I say I can do. So we got a call from people connected to the Vatican, and of course that's being cleaned up too. That we got things to do, and that they want to give me things.
Ooh.
So it's getting real interesting. In fact, after that call, they try to take B out, so I had to patch them up real quick.
Oh. Wow.
They're listening to everything, and dad wants them to, which we don't care.
Okay.
You fucked around, now you found out badly.
Okay. Wow. Every time I talk to you, my mind is blown. Like, I'm just like, it's so exciting.
You remember the whole levels of consciousness I told you about?
Yeah.
Remember I said it. The more and more we get up, the more and more I can tell you. The more and more becomes more evident. The UFOs in the skies belong to me, and we're not stopping at all. Now
Yeah.
you got people requesting me to see ships. Then when I send the ships, they're all like,
Well, just the fact that whatever day it was, 2 or 3 nights ago, you were bouncing the moon around.
right?
Okay, so the moon is a UFO. It's a spaceship. It's a hollowed out sphere, and you had taken it over, and you told us in advance, but you were bouncing it around. Like,
Yep,
wow,
that's right.
so cool.
That's right. Now we're moving into I think phase 4 and 5, where we complete the wealth transfer, and then we start to rebuild not only the entire planet but the entire DNA structure too. So that's why I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure it's all completed.
Interesting. So when you say the DNA structure, are you talking about the chambers, like what will happen after the chambers? Or
Uh,
is that
um,
like,
I'm talking about like Noah's Ark. You see how a lot of different people faded away because of the flood, and then his children repopulated the world. That's what I'm talking about. So when I say DNA, I mean mine.
ah,
However, the chamber will also restore and bring people back to optimum health, and then they can go create a whole nother um, lineage that has the good stuff.
okay.
Meaning the different types of DNA that's on Earth right now aren't compatible anymore. So they will have to go through the chamber until well, unless we start to do like the elixir and all that stuff, and then change those people's DNA slowly but surely. But what I mean was there's a specific energy signature that only me and my offseeds
Offspring.
offsprings
Yeah,
would have.
yeah.
So that's what I mean. And then we're literally like guardians of the universe, if you would. So my job doesn't finish here. Even though I'll be able to sit back, relax, I still have to monitor everything. Just like
Okay.
dad monitors us every day. But I won't have to monitor everybody, just my own lineage.
So I need a little more clarity on this DNA thing. Is everyone left on Earth? All right, so we're cleaning all the bad guys out. They're gonna disappear, okay? Will everyone left on Earth then be either part of your DNA or have a higher, no?
No, they'll have their own DNA structure changed.
Ah,
My DNA structure is a whole lot different because what my purpose is and what we can do. My children will have the same type of abilities. This is why you see Sophie the way she is. It's why you have the intelligence of, JJ Genesis and all that, because they are literally born geniuses who don't even know what they are yet. um, Everybody else DNA will change as well. It what will happen is your DNA structures and your energy signature will just be um, all the harmful stuff will be neutralized, and then the DNA for living long and prosperity and no deformalities that will happen for the rest of the folks. In other words, you guys get a new lease of life that will last forever. You understand what I'm trying to say?
it's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah,
The only difference is you guys won't be like us. That's all. Because our job is to protect all of you guys. If everybody can do what I can do, you wouldn't need me, is what I'm saying, or my children. That's all.
gotcha. All right. So you guys are gonna be the ultimate super soldier, protector, guardian.
We already are. Yes,
Okay. And there's going to be maybe tiers of people left on earth that will be helpers and will be, but our consciousness is going to be so high, we'll all be on the same basically program.
exactly. Now, what if I told you after certain DNA changes, those those things where you lower your vibration and get attacked won't happen.
Sign me up.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
when the entire planet is going under a if you would an energetic transfer, and it's literally like what they call ascension. People think ascension is you know, you as an individual just keep working and getting high and going into higher dimensions and leaving everybody behind. Um, Maybe in some cases that is true. However, in this case, I have to bring everybody up with us because the planet is not going to be able to vibrate at a lower dimension no more. So that's the reward we all receive for sticking to our guns and doing what Daddy wants us to do. Let's see. There's when you're making metal, there's a certain element in metal. When you heat it really, really hot, it burns off and fades away. It makes the metal even stronger, or makes the metal metal. Well, that part that burns off is literally the darkness of the earth burning off. So that's what it is.
Good analogy. Good analogy.
Also, when you turn on a lighter and you see the blue flame on the bottom, well, that's, you know, we were up here and now we're becoming the blue flame, which is a lot. It's a lot. It's stronger, meaning it's hotter, right? In our case, the energy is stronger. So those lower dimensional vibrational beings won't be able to exist in it all. And this is the purpose of our energy changing, because we have to turn into butterflies, if you would.
So otherwise,
otherwise you know, you just die and go away.
So basically, you're fast tracking this, like by doing like the going back in time and to, you know, expose this and to remove this. It fast tracks our evolution, or basically, it's where we should have been already.
You're absolutely correct. And the reason for the fast track is because what they've been doing throughout the years, throughout the centuries,
Right.
and suppressing us.
Right.
I've already told you guys once before that Dad, instead of giving us these med beds and letting the military put them out, we're going straight to the chambers. Instead of doing these drones like cars, we're going straight to hovering vehicles. Instead of doing choo-choo trains, we're doing fucking super speed pods. So that's what's happening because of them suppressing us for so fucking long and consuming our children and doing all this, you know, all this bad shit to us. That is having us drop it like it is hot on everybody. Boom. 1 minute you see a structure. I mean, 1 minute you don't see a structure, the next minute you do. Where the fuck did that come from? And all it is an energetic transfer of the entire planet. Boom. Whoa, that wasn't there a couple minutes ago. What the fuck is going on? Where am I at? Remember the movie, The Beauty and the Beast, that I keep referring to? Well, after she kissed him, everything changed. Not just him. The whole land, the whole castle, the palace.
It all brightened up and got sparkly and stuff, right?
Ta-da.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Everybody thinks heaven was somewhere out there.
Yeah.
It's right here.
I've just also been thinking of the movie Jupiter Ascending. As you say, the cities will change. Like there's a scene where I think it's Chicago was all bombed out and they were fighting and blah, blah, blah. And they turned back and it's almost repaired.
The utility squad. That's what we have. We call them the utility squad.
Yeah.
So every time we go into a certain location, like I've been telling y'all before, I go into a portal, I go into a base, I go into wherever I have to go, and I eliminate whatever needs to be eliminated, and then whatever needs to be taken, I just put my hand on it. It becomes one with me, and I'm out with it, no matter how big it is. Because I understand how energy works, and I can put my hand on an entire spacecraft and take off with it right back to the portal. There's things that I can do that I haven't even talked about because it's far out there. So yeah, we already won.
Right. Wow. Wow. I can't wait to hear those stories.
I know. I know. Everybody can't. Well, since we're producing, I mean, since we got Royal Crown Productions in place, we will be producing all of the movies, and of course, we
Documentaries, video. It would be really awesome to have a show, like a documentary show, where they would have true video of the true, like,
events
yeah, like so say
based on a true story.
the Kobe Bryant helicopter issue. It would be a real live, this is really what happened, you know.
Well, not only that, I mean, we're getting ready to release everybody, right? Because the deal was, you help us clean up the earth, we take you aboard our crafts for a couple of years, and then we restore everything you had. Are you in? Some of them were like, hell yeah. Others was like, no, this is too much for me. You can put me back. Right? No matter what. And some of them just outright denied and said, you guys ain't going to stop us. Really? I guess they finding out the hard way, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
That's another reason why. That's another reason why the good guys don't fuck with us, because they know we're doing exactly what we say we're doing, and we're not hiding. We're not in some fucking bunker in the side of a mountain. We're not in some military base um, with all these armed guards with their little puny pistols, right? We're not doing none of that shit. We're in the open, and I'm blatantly telling y'all I'm gonna eliminate y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, who talks like me and you know what I mean? Like, I'm telling y'all the truth. I want them to fuck around and find out. I really do. The faster they fuck around and find out, the faster we can move on to the golden age that we know is here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we had to fast track everything only because of that, of them suppressing everything and everyone. And Dad has a timer on everybody, right? And what they do is they always try to knock people off their course by making them think, man, I should have not made that decision. Man, I should not do this. Man, why did I do that? When all you had to do is you did it because Dad told you to do it. And once you go through whatever he wants you to go through, he's teaching you and showing you why you should have did it. And then at the end result is the benefit for why you did it. So that's what's happening right now as we speak. There's people going through all types of hell, and it's because of the goodness of what you guys stand for. Do you think Dad is not watching this shit? Huh? Come on, man. All of this shit is changing. All of it. So yeah, we have been fast tracking, going in and out of portals. I do have a personal team that's always with me, and B being one of them. And there's others that don't even know they're part of it yet. So you're talking about the the most powerful benevolent force the earth has seen showed up, and within 8 years we did what many groups couldn't do in thousands of years.
Boom.
Oh,
Very exciting. Very exciting.
yep.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'm just sitting here waiting for all the phone calls to come in and get this thing on the world stage and do what we got to do, because
Yeah.
once everybody is it gets familiar and finds me and all the stuff that we've been doing, all of us, we'll be like superheroes to them. I mean, we actually are, but it'll be something that people. I hear it all the time. You give me so much hope, because I do. even though I don't like to use the word hope, but I give you so much clarity and comfort where I'm talking to you and I'm showing you
Right.
that this is real. I literally hit people's gas tanks in front of them and tell them to turn their car off. So once they see shit like that, it's like, what else can you do? Oh, you don't even know. That's
Right.
nothing.
Right.
I could have hit your gas tank from another planet away.
Oh, that's
That's
funny.
what I did to Emery Smith.
Yeah.
He's in Nevada, right, Las Vegas, and I hit his gas tank, and he's like, David, he did it. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he did it. My shit is steaming.
That is fabulous.
Yeah, so there's a perfect time for Daddy to put me on the world stage, and that's all we're waiting for. That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's either before or after we take over CNN, before or after I'll take over Apple. I mean, once I do stuff like that, everybody's gonna know who the fuck I am. This man come out of nowhere and just buy Apple. Who does that?
Awesome.
He's
Awesome.
got he's got to be powerful. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, there's so many more watching this than the numbers show. All right. So more people are aware of you. Now, some are skeptical. Like I get comments all the time, and a lot of them, they just want to argue. But what I always tell people is to tune into the energy of you. Okay, you're funny, of course. Okay, that's fun. But there's no feel of being misled. There's no ulterior motive. I mean, it's all here's stuff you don't know. Watch it happen out there. Go research it, right? That's how
Yeah.
you've been all these years. The message has never changed.
Right. And if you're a skeptic and you're a part of some type of agencies, just go ask your supreme commander, your upper echelon, if you would,
Yeah.
because that's another thing that's been happening recently. We're getting all these phone calls from all these different people, and then I blow their fucking mind. I tell them exactly what it is because I don't give a fuck, right? And then, and, and then next thing you know, they go call and find out and blah blah blah, and they call me back, and then they're like, "Yo, dude, yeah, let's get to work. What we got going on?" Because so and so kept it real, kept it honest, honorable disclosure.
Right. Right.
Told them that yes, he is real. He's very real. So that's why all of these things are happening behind the scenes. I don't give a fuck what some fucking commenter says on these none of these things.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit at all because Dad told me not to argue with nobody, not to try to prove nobody wrong, not to do this, not to do that. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you showed him. Okay, I can do
Beautiful.
that, Daddy. I can do that real good.
Yeah.
Who do I got to kill today?
And every time you like lift these bad guys off or evaporate them or whatever, the whole energy feels different on planet Earth. It
Yeah,
feels lighter, it feels faster.
it
And
does. It does. Things are happening a lot faster,
yeah,
and Dad wanted all this done already. So I feel bad for some of the people that didn't take those warnings serious because they're no longer here. And then the ones that are still here, you guys still have a chance to get this shit done. And I do know that there is an effort to get it done. However, their thing is, what will the cabal do next? My thing is, don't fucking worry about them. Do what you told. Do what you told. I can take care of them myself. Just do what you told. Don't worry about the cabal. Do what Daddy wants you to do. Release the wealth. Eliminate the debt. Right, zero that shit out. Eliminate it. Start the guaranteed income. Um, um, the debt forgiveness, the guaranteed income, basic income, um, all these type of income streams. Pay me, right? Because that would be the best thing you can fucking do at this point. Just pay me. And get behind what we're doing or get behind. Don't matter to me. So I kind of feel bad for them because they had a chance to experience all the wonderful things with us. However, their programming was so bad on them because of the MK Ultra, the violations, the you know, everything that was done to them, the torture and all that. They became a literal biological robot that will only do what they were programmed to do. Meanwhile, some of these individuals have families. It's a sad situation all the way around for them.
Totally.
It's a sad situation for all of us because we all had to experience lots of discomfort just to get to where we're at. But I did my part to educate everybody and give out the free holograms, and then do my healings for free. That's why we're growing and building. I mean, I've been doing this shit since 2011, 2012, and people are just now finding out about me. Why? Because of the censorship. That's why. I've been censored all this time. All this time. They don't want you to know that I can do what I can do.
True.
Now it's in their fucking face. Now I'm talking even more shit. You done fucked up. You done created a monster, you dumb fucks.
It would have happened regardless, but they're just hastening the process.
Well, they're doing exactly what Dad wants them to do, if you would.
Yeah, yeah.
So that being said, because of them continuing to do what they're doing and making all the wrong decisions, we now get to uncloak all my ships everywhere, constantly show ourselves everywhere. We're in the clouds. We're doing this. We're doing that. Everybody's claiming that they're their group and this is that group and this is this and this is that. That's fine. I don't care. At the end of the day, you're going to meet the real Supreme Commander, right, if you haven't already. So I'm not worried about none of it. I laugh at the shit actually, right? I even laugh at the censoring at this point. Like, dude, you censored my post. Don't you see what's above your fucking house, you idiot? You're lucky I just don't evaporate you.
Well, they took down all those beautiful videos, the Royal Crown Productions, like documentary videos. Okay, there were so many, and they took them off your YouTube / made them private, right?
Yeah, what they did was because I'm not even sure how it happened because I didn't opt into nothing or opt out of anything. I think they changed it behind the scenes, which I still haven't looked into it. But the only way to view my videos is from direct links.
So you could go to YouTube, copy all those links, and share in Telegram again, and at least us guys will be able to watch them, and then we can share the links. Oop, did I give away too much? But share them around.
That's literally how we're doing it because. I haven't even really looked into it. I know they did it on purpose because that's what they do.
Yeah. But I went looking for them. I'm going to say it was last week, and they were all missing.
Yeah, so, and they say copyrights on them too.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, and of course, censorship is real. They're taking my stuff down. They're just being a pain in the butt about it. Okay.
Right. Well, we do got some prizes. So just keep doing what you're doing. Let me and us, the crew, do what we do, and we'll have platforms that you'll be able to do everything on it. And don't worry, won't have to worry about being censored or none of that because it's controlled by me.
Right. So you're still developing the little device for the cars that like I don't even know what we call it, but yeah, so that's still in process right now.
Yep, it's the mini well, it's a frequency generator, but it's only like that big.
Yeah.
I was working on it the other day. I did because Dad, he's having me do it in stages.
Yeah.
So I got so much of it done. I'm missing one more component, which I'm not missing. I just have to finish it when he tells me to finish it.
Okay. Okay.
After he's done, after we're done, then you know, um, I'll be able to do more.
Awesome. Awesome. So only good things coming down the road for us.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Only good things.
yep,
Wow.
yep. Up the
Good.
road.
Yeah. Exciting. All right. So, questions, or do you have time for questions, or
Yeah, go ahead.
like it's so exciting. It's like, whoa, I could listen all day, to be honest, you know. And I know like a lot of times you sprinkle stories and it's like Galactic Story Hour. Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You know, did you know that the Rainbow Bridge in Thor was actually real?
Yeah, well, Deanna told me.
Yeah, so that's a real thing too. There's so many, and that bridge is there's so many of them all around the universe where you can open up a portal and cross the bridge and you can see the planets and everything. Cool. So there's a lot of cool things that we still have to talk about and you guys have to discover. Remember, I'm fucking thousands and billions of years old. And a lot of all my memories I still have. I just haven't talked about them yet.
Mhm.
So yesterday I tried to raise the consciousness again, and Dad said no, not right now.
Oh, okay. Well, Deanna told me that the unicorns came across that rainbow bridge. They were like escaping, they called it the planet eater, I think. And you had told me it was dark AI that they were escaping. The world eater, I think they called it.
Yeah, it was a black goo type of AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, the unicorns are safe, and they I will have some delivered here for my daughters. They'll be the only ones that will have them because of how special they are, and you people will be able to come to the what do you call it, the what do you call this, the stable, and see them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a special stable though.
Oh yeah, gold everywhere. It's just
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so futuristic where you won't have hay everywhere, you won't have horse shit everywhere because everything just gets maintained.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've seen pictures in Europe of these like super wealthy guys. They have like mahogany floors. Like the stables are better than the houses we live in, but because they got tons of money.
That's
Our
true.
money, our money.
That's true.
Yeah,
Both of it's true.
yeah.
But yeah, I saw some real beautiful stables. In Dubai, there's some beautiful ones. Um, Dubai is ahead of a lot of different countries. However, I'm still going to make Dubai look like the ghetto right here in Destin.
All right. Well, you know what's interesting? Dubai's only maybe 40 to 50 years old. It was like basically nothing. Okay. There was nothing there.
Right.
And they put up, I think it was one wealthy man started putting up buildings, just like how they built Las Vegas, right?
Hmm.
They started popping up buildings and people come.
That's
It's
right. That's
a
right. That's right.
destination. Yeah.
That's right. And one of that man's son is one of my contacts who I talk all the time with.
Oh, now?
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Okay. How cool is that?
Yeah, I was just on the phone with one of the one an individual at the Treasury, and they're talking about doing some film work too. So, and then he talked about a guy that was here already, called Mel Love. That was the guy that gave Biggie Smalls his name. So Mel Love um, was one of the ones that came with Depp to the first show. So we became cool ever since. And then we talked to that guy. And he says he was working with Mel Love, and I said, "Yeah, Mel was right here." So I sent him some photos. He's like, "What the hell?" So every daddy's bringing everybody together, everywhere,
Yeah. How cool
everywhere.
is that? I,
Yeah.
I think I met Mel briefly,
Yep.
and I actually, to be honest, didn't know who he was.
Yeah. 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 Well,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, yeah. We, you know, That's why, because we didn't sit down and we had so much going on those days
Yeah.
where we just had to get shit done. We have
Yeah.
another guy who's sitting on trillions and trillions of alkaline pH water of 8, and he wants to help us with the Help Someone Today campaigns, give away the water. Um, um, so what we're going to do is we're going to get things together where we can have trucks pick the water up, give him a certain amount of money, and then take water and bottle it up and give it away. So I'll be doing the same thing, giving away some, selling some, like I've done with everything else. We have to maintain, but we don't have to fucking rip people's pockets apart to maintain.
Yeah.
So we're doing things in a way where we can still earn a decent amount of money and then put the money back into, Help Someone Today campaigns and stuff like that. Because that's what it's all about. We got to bring the people back together. The cabal has been super successful in, separating everybody. Especially the women from the homes. Women are natural born caregivers to their children and their husbands or whatnot. They messed all that shit up too. So a lot of it has to be fixed. However, you guys can still do, as far as women, do whatever you want, but that's what you guys were made for, right? To take care of the kids while the husband provided for everybody and all that. So they did a number on us in all types of fashions, but Dad's restoring it all
There's no question that they ripped the families apart on purpose. I
on
mean,
purpose.
the feminist movement like was done on purpose. And then, like we all had to wear the little suits where we look like men and act like men, and you couldn't get ahead unless you acted like a man, dog eat dog, right? But here's the thing, we're at this point in time, and I feel like to go back to the 1950s isn't super cool. Like the values are cool, but I like freedom of doing what I choose,
Right,
And
right.
yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that we have that ability.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, you can still do whatever you want, but you were designed to have babies and take care of them.
Yeah.
That's what God made you for.
And I see so many women having kids, and they're like they're not good people to start with.
I know.
I don't know how else to say it. And they don't even know how to take care of themselves properly, let alone show their family how to this is how cook and take care of yourself, or this is how you maintain a house, or
That's that MK Ultra shit widely being used on us.
yeah.
You rather worry about your hands and nails and your hair and nails and all this extra shit, and making sure you got bottles of service in the club, and making sure all this other stuff is happening, and then your family is just, you don't care about your kids. Some people even actually give the children pills just so that they can go out and do what they want to do, calm the fucking children down, blah blah blah. There's so many different reports of parents giving their kids sleeping pills that end up killing them because they wanted to go out. So all of that shit is nothing but mind control. Like if you do what you were made to do, what you were born to do, made to do, none of this shit would happen. None. So because of the different programmings, because of what the TV is showing you, you should be like, because of this and because of that, and this person's right, that person's wrong, instead of being connected to Dad and let Dad telling you what you were made for and what he wants you to do, you got all this bullshit happening everywhere. The changes come with the consciousness rising.
Right.
People are, if you haven't noticed, because I have, people are coming more and more out of the closet, if you would, or coming as a whistleblower. They're telling on themselves, literally telling on each other, feeling guilty about what they've done, which is why they're telling on each other or telling on themselves, admitting wrong. That's what's been happening too, if you haven't noticed.
Okay, so let's say we are not very conscious and we watch like these Kardashian shows and the real housewife, like those reality shows. And all they do is they fight, and it's all about the superficial, the appearance and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so those people need to have their consciousness lifted and realize that that is not what we're made for, right? But what about their kids that are kind of like already like, I don't, let's just say ruined, okay? So the kids are not very smart, they don't get it, they haven't been taught. They still have to grow up. What's going to happen to those kids?
Well, because of them being the young ages that they are, and because of the energies and the consciousness being lifted, they're going to be more accepting the truth about it all, and they're going to realize, have that epiphany, if you would, right?
Uh-huh.
They're going to have those type of aha moments where, fuck, I've been lied to. This isn't cool at all. And when like you look at Kim Kardashian's and Kanye's kids, Kanye don't want his kids to be the way they are. He don't have a choice because he's not in the household. So those type of children will eventually grow up out of it and realize what they're doing is dark and change themselves. Because like I said, the energy is not going to support that type of shit no more.
Okay.
None at all.
So you've got a subpar intelligent child, like somebody that's they don't care about stuff or whatever, they're living poorly. They still have to grow up before their consciousness raises.
No, that's the good thing about it all.
All right.
That's why I say, like, as far as you know the good children, if you would. No matter what you do or say to them, they're gonna do what dad wants them to do because they were made to be that way. It's kind of what happened to us. We all come from different backgrounds, but look what we're all doing now, especially if you're a Jedi and you're doing what I'm teaching you guys to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were made to do this shit. We were made to be activated at this time to complete this task, this mission. We are literally on missions, if you haven't noticed. Every fucking day of your life is a mission that you have to complete. You have to produce something every 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 day, every day. So you can't just be not doing nothing and then expect everything to come to you, because it don't come. It doesn't happen for me that way either. I have to produce and heal and do all this stuff in order to have what I have, right? And there's some days where I don't even give a shit about what I have because it don't mean nothing anyway, right? I don't I don't look at things the way other people do. I just don't. I got the fancy jewelry, I got the fancy cars, I got all this stuff, but at the end of the day, if Dad says get rid of it, that shit is out the fucking door. However, he's the one that granted it to me, so he's not going to tell me to get rid of it.
I remember a few years ago, you woke up and you were told to get rid of all your clothes.
And I did.
Yeah.
I said, I just bought this shit. Yeah, you bought it for them. Now take it. I said, okay. And I even posted the video of me throwing it in the fucking in the
Donation thing, yeah.
yeah, the donation thing.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of dollars worth of clothes, some stuff I didn't even wear.
Yeah.
Hey, I do what I'm told.
Yeah.
Like that Miss Esther video was perfect. Like she was spot on. I didn't tell her none of this shit. I do what I'm told, man. I ain't got a choice.
Yeah.
Daddy said you do. No, I don't. I ain't got a choice. I ain't stupid.
Well, and no matter who we are, we always go into victim mode at time, like, oh, this isn't right, this isn't good, I don't have enough, blah, 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 I'm struggling. Look around the world. We live incredible lives.
Right.
We just like look around, look at the video of the Kenya event. They're practicing, and those people have got nothing.
Right.
Look at that. Yeah.
And yet they're happy.
You're happy.
And every event or every how you say rehearsal or rehearsal? How you say that? Rehearsal.
Rehearsal. Okay.
So they always buy snacks and juices and all that stuff, and it's been happening for the last 2 weeks. So we've been funding that. The people that helped me fund it are funding that as well. Um, I'm not doing everything by myself no more, and that's the cool part. There are people helping me. I'm not going to throw their names out there because we know what happens. They get attacked. Some of them are already being attacked, but they know who they are. And because of them helping, we were able to do these things for the children. I was just looking at the videos earlier today, thinking, how can we get a bunch of slippers over there or some Crocs or something, right? so, so I'm constantly thinking about improving the quality of life everywhere, man. That's just the way that I was built.
You're gonna buy Crocs.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Yeah, they need their I mean, like, okay, they're happy, like you said, but having a little more would just make them happier. You know what I mean? It's just so much more comfortable for them.
Yeah, we just I just told them to do it's going to cost more money, however, but I just told them to do raffles.
Yeah.
And because of there's so many people there, I had the raffles broken up. You know, $200, two hundred. I mean, two $100, uh, two or three or four $500, $50, and then like so many $25 gift cards. $25. That's a lot of money over there.
Certainly is, yeah.
And they're going to get it for free just for raffling. Just so we're doing everything we can. I had a bunch of generous Jedi's participate, and we got it done.
So exciting. So
Yes, it is.
exciting.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yep.
Yeah. And just here, like they made like a little commercial. Maybe you shared it 2 days ago, and they were practicing, they were rehearsing, beautiful and so exciting. And then he was talking about the event. Their event is this coming Saturday. I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Yeah, they're documented it all. And another thing that costs more money, because you remember I posted the cost of everything.
Yeah.
Well, that was covered. The other thing that costs a lot more money is because lighting, and we got an actual photo booth now where the children and everybody that participates can go into it's not really a booth, but it's a machine where you can go in front of it. We got the backdrop, nice backdrop, and then you take your photo and you get the photo. Kind of like a real photo booth in the mall.
Yeah.
So we had to pay. I paid for that. I bought it. I said, "Here, we're gonna buy it." So we bought it, and then an industrial bubble making machine. So we got that, and we also got 5 off-duty cops, including the security teams. So it costs more money. However, again, it's what Dad wants. And lots of people are wondering how they're doing it. Where's the money coming from? And when they research and find out where the money coming from, and they see all of the other shit that has to do with my name, right? Because you Google me, you see all types of crazy shit. Okay, we don't want no problems. So we're eliminating as we go. That's why these events are breakthroughs wherever we go with them. It changes everything. It uplifts the people, and we make breakthroughs when we do them. And of course, we protect the people involved. So those individuals involved, like all of us, while we're doing these events, and the powers that were come at us in any shape, form, or fashion, I get to have fun again. So
The no lose situation.
right, it's over. You guys messed up, and you're getting what you're getting.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'm so happy to see that video. It was just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
You got a lot of people out there that need help, and then you got people here that just fucking crying and complaining about, you know, shit they don't have.
Yeah. Well, because
When,
we've been marketed to, like we see all this stuff on TV, the magazines, the Amazon, whatever it might be. We think we have to live like that, that we need more, more, more. It's never enough when you live like that. You never have enough,
right,
right? It's never good enough.
that's
I
true.
kind of like more minimalist. Like I want stuff as well. I wanted a certain quality. I don't need a lot of it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like just
Yeah,
be recognizing that is important, I think.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Got a question the other day. What's happening in Spain?
Besides it being wiped out and being reformed and eliminating the dark ones, nothing.
Well, I know they've had like a lot of severe flooding in the past couple of weeks. We've seen the floods come and wipe stuff out and blah 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 blah. Just what I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, well, like I said, things are being um taken out.
Okay.
Um, you see certain leaders being stepped down or moving to the side, and you see things being filled up with water so that the dead bodies could come out. All this, whatever needs to be taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, despite all these different areas and waters and all this tunnel stuff, if if Dad don't want a certain area filled up with water, it won't be, kind of like the caves and the tunnels that are waiting for me. So everything that's happening, it's happening because Dad is allowing to happen, whether you believe it or not. I don't care. You know how people say, well, why would God let this happen? Oh my God, come help us, save us. Where's Jesus at when we need him? Well, that's because it's supposed to happen, because what's going to happen next? There's no way around it. All of these different things have to happen in order for us to get to where we need to be and expose the things that have been taking place. There's no way around it. So when you say where Jesus at, he's sitting here watching everything go down and
Right.
protecting and serving the ones he's supposed to. Whether it's serving you by healing you or serving you by sending you straight to Pebble Valley, I'm still serving your ass. And I don't even care who don't like it, who don't accept it. I'm over that. It is what it is. And you're gonna there's so many people that gonna have to come to the forefront and admit to what they know. There's no way around it. So yeah.
In the past, I've had so many people come to me, we'd be talking and they'd say, oh, that can't happen. There's no way that can happen. Who's to say that? Doesn't our creator have the ultimate power and abilities? And can't he change anything he wants whenever he wants? We don't even have to know about it.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And a lot of people didn't know about it, including myself, which was also written.
Ah, so excited. So excited. All right, hey, talk about the lotion. We haven't talked about that yet, I don't think.
I don't think so either, but I just had it here on the table.
Yeah,
It's organic hydrating a body lotion that's
yeah,
also vanilla and coconut milk.
yeah,
It smells fantastic, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. I see one of the Jedi's bought a couple bottles and she said it smells like toasted coconut.
Oh, it smells fantastic. It smells
Yeah.
fantastic.
And so it's got essential oils in it. So all the products you're putting out, this is, I guess, my point, are, healthy, okay? Anything that's consumable is healthy. It's not got chemicals, fake colors, blah, 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 blah. All the preservatives, all the stuff that we know are not good for us.
Yeah, not only that, you can eat it, so you don't. There's no need for a keep away from children.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
you mean my kid can grab this whole bottle and drink it and nothing happened? Oh, I like this even more now. There's so many cool things, right? Like
So many cool things.
it's all natural.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, nothing but good products, good things coming down the road. Now talk about that water again that you're going to be giving away and distributing as well.
Yeah,
Um,
we're working on it. I mean, I got so many things on my table, right? My table's like this big,
yeah.
and I got so many things on it. But Dad's bringing everybody together. So the water is in Michigan, and it's literally above Flint area, and the gentleman that owns the place literally gives water to Flint also, because of what they did, what they purposely did to the water there. So that being said, we're getting together with him um, to help get the water out to the people. It's a natural spring, and the pH level is 8. It's a natural, natural
Alkaline.
alkaline water, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that being said, we're getting all that together, and we're going to have trucks and trucks and trucks loads of water to go to certain locations and give it away and sell some of it, whatever comes first. We do have other things in place where we won't even need to do that. However, Dad wants us to do these different things because he wants people to have a smorgasbord of options.
Okay.
You got good water, you got healing water, you got frequency water, you got different waters where you can now take your pH level and measure it, and it'll stay purple because it's a high energetic water.
Right. Right.
So, and in my book, I actually do have a water bottle because I was already planning on selling water too. However, my water is going to heal your ass.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I was thinking about the North Carolina, the people there, they're still having tons of trouble, tons of trouble. And they could use, like, I know Moses West was putting his thing together. Fresh water, food, lodging is important, like pretty much everything.
Yes, Moses West already did what he had to do there. There is machines there producing water for the
Right.
people, and
Right.
they're all you have to do is show up with gallons and fill it up.
Yep.
Um, so lots of good people are doing lots of good around the world, and they just need more help, which is
Yeah.
why I'm excited to go into some of these caves and get funded the way that we're supposed to be funded. So it's all happening.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah. And the other day you had shown us a screenshot of, I think it was the deep blue.
Hmm.
And you had, I forgot how many trillion, I think it was trillion, right? And then it had gone up maybe overnight. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, well, wait until it comes online. I mean,
Yeah.
it's already online, but we're going to hook it up with Russia servers, and Russia's going to be the first one to acknowledge Deep Blue, and then Burkina Faso is some of the gold that will also back up what we're doing. So we're keeping certain people in place to do what Dad wants done. Everybody's going to benefit from what I'm doing. I mean, I've already saved your asses, all of y'all, everywhere. Right? So now we're going to the meek shall inherit the earth is going to be such a reality where people are just going to constantly be in tears and just overwhelmingly happy because things got paid for and people are receiving checks and they're joining the move. People are going, all over the world learning things and getting a paycheck after the course. So this is all designed by Dad. If
Yeah.
you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. I don't care. The more people that will be a part of it will be a part of something that is just so overwhelmingly fun and beautiful and happy and exciting all at the same time. And some of y'all gonna be tearing up because of the good that you're seeing happening. Like it's 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 just the right thing to do. It's a cool thing to do.
Yeah. When I see those videos, like there's a homeless person and the guy says, "Hey, can you give me a quarter or a dollar or whatever?" And then he gives them like $500 or $1,000, and then they always cry. Well, then I'm crying too. They're beautiful videos. Beautiful.
I don't cry, but it touches me because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's sad that people put themselves in that position because you can't. It's not just they decide to be that way. However, society created that, and the system that don't give a fuck about you created that. So now we're eliminating the system that don't give a fuck about you and putting in place a system that actually loves you for no reason at all. Right? Because that's what we are. Pure love. We're doing this out of pure love. I don't want nothing from you because you can't give me shit that I don't already got from daddy. So what do I want from you? Nothing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Nothing. Did I say nothing? I meant nothing.
Yeah. Well, I would say participation. I mean, I know you're doing it, you can do everything without us, but isn't it more fun having a group of people excited about the projects you're working on and, trying to help in their way? It gives us a sense of purpose.
Yeah, and that's besides that, yes, because it's
Yeah.
so cool to see something that dad already told us would happen. And now I don't have to do everything by myself
Yeah.
because everybody got their asses off the couch.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome news. Everything has been so exciting. It is so exciting.
Oh, we got one more to do, and then we can take a break and prepare for 12/12 or whatever else we have to prepare
All
for.
right. All right. So I think it feels like a good time to wrap up today. We'll do another video in a couple of days. And then again, when there's something newsworthy, we'll do as many as you need.
Yeah, well, everything is fantastic. Expect more and more disclosure on who's really been in charge of all the different campaigns, all the different groups, and expect for them to fall like a bad habit, and then expect for the real boss, if you would, hit the world stage because there's no way around it.
Right. Right.
Boom.
It's going to be football stadium plus big. It's going to be a global, like, what do you call those big jumbotrons or something? Is that the name?
I'm not even sure what the name of that thing is.
That's going to be fun.
The big venue thing. Yeah. So we got a lot of work to do, but we're going to make it so fun where everybody's just going to love to do it.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years, it's been difficult work because nobody believed us. Lots of people turned on us. Lots of people don't talk to us still. The darkness don't quit. They're constantly attacking your asses, whether it's a spear to the back or an energetic blast while you're going down the road or some dark gun, cancer gun bullshit, right? That was the hard work that we had to deal with because of us being the actual targets for these dark ones. We were then allowed to eliminate them after they made their last move. So now that is wrapping up, right? Now that is wrapping and wrapped up, we're now moving into the fun part of our work. We never stop working, unfortunately, because there's always things evolving and there's always things that have to be addressed and take care of, right? So me and my crew are never going to have a day off, except for 12/12. That being said, we're moving into the fun stuff, and we're just getting started. So everybody, take your boots and shit out of the your boots and your gear out of the closet. Dust that shit off, put it on, because we're gonna go we're gonna have some real fun work to do, and you need your shiny, sparkling suits on.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, everything else is coming online, and Daddy's got a lot of surprises for everybody, and I'm excited because I know of some of them. Um, all the other ones he won't tell me. So, but however, he is allowing me to say more, which only means we're going to watch it manifest within the hours, days or so, right? So
That's awesome.
thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy, for always being there for us and for providing everything you provide for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank
Let's
you
go.
all. Thank you,
Let's go.
Daddy. All right.
All right, we're
Appreciate
good.
you. Thank you.
All right, love you guys. Be safe.
Love you too.